Oh, there's another game in here too.
What is up, everybody? It is Wick here. I'm outsourcing, looking for treasure, and I found some treasure in this video. Right now I'm at a rummage sale. It's a small one, and they have this tent outside. I'm looking at the toys they have out here. Not allowed to buy anything yet, but I was there early and just checking it out, see if there's anything. And I don't see a whole lot that I really want to buy. There's some plush up there that's interesting, but I want to get in line to go inside, so I do end up picking up a couple things in this tent and inside. But here's a bag of toys. Love checking out these bags like this at rummage sales. You just never know what's in them. There can be some true gems worth a lot of money. See these plug and plays for $1 a piece. I do end up buying a couple of those later after I go inside and check out everything. But I can make some money on the plug and plays. You know, not a whole lot, but I like to pick them up. Hitting some garage sales. It's that time of year where there's just garage sales everywhere, and the majority of them just aren't worth anything. Nothing there that's really worth buying to flip and resell. Books for 50 cents, children's clothes, games that aren't worth anything, but I know the people like the footage, so I like to include it in these videos of me sourcing. And over here I see some baseball gloves, which I love to buy those. I've done very well with some baseball gloves. These gloves aren't particularly great, most of them. There's a couple that are $1, which, you know, they're common ones that don't sell very well. I do pick up a blue one, which can sell for a bit more. It's in a little bit of rough shape, but you know, I can still make some money on it. They usually sell. So there it is, a Wilson blue glove. It was $5, about the limit I would pay on something like that. And over here I see on the floor this Playmobil stuff. I end up getting it for 20 bucks. So I buy the whole tote. I can make some good money on that. Here's a sale that has some really cool items. Lots of vintage items. This sale happens about every year, and the items are priced just under eBay prices, so it's hard to find a good deal, but I did get some pretty good deals in here today. Lots of plush. There's a Teddy Ruxpin. That's not the one that actually talks. But yeah, a lot of this stuff priced 10 to 20. Some of the plush, $25. Lots of books, cassettes, DVDs, sealed figures, which I looked up some of them again, just priced slightly lower than eBay prices. Got a pretty good pillowcase and a pretty good Mighty Ducks hat here. I don't know why I didn't pick up that 49ers hat. I mean, it wasn't like a good branded one or anything, but still, they were $25. So I probably should have just picked up that one. There's a Pete Rose hat there also, which I looked up and just was not selling. Somebody had one price pretty high on eBay, but there were no comps in the last 3 years for that even selling. Some He-Man books, I do end up picking up those. Just all kinds of vintage cool things. It would be great to come across a sale like this that had prices that were sane, right? I was just talking about this in another video, and guess what? I ended up coming to a sale later where I find some really cool vintage stuff, and everything's priced pretty good. So just love to find stuff like that. And I'll be showing you everything I found, of course, in the video. And if anyone happens to see anything I may have walked past, let me know. Especially at that last sale, just remember everything was priced high, so I passed on a lot of things just because of that. Here we are at a sale. Quite a few people. I see some Doc Martens boots over there that I'm interested in. This lady's looking at and waiting to see if she buys them, and she ends up walking away from them. I kind of see them there. The lady wanted 40 bucks for them. I ended up getting them for 30, so I can make some pretty good profit here at this sale. I'm just checking out the shoes. I actually got a pair of pretty nice Justin boots right when I walked up here before I got the camera on, and checking out the shoes, checking out the, well, not the bike, because I usually don't buy bikes. Something I'm probably missing out on, but not something I really want to sell. I find plenty. But over here, 50-cent table, love to see it. Here's a bunch of Radio Shack and kind of, well, I dropped my boot there. Radio Shack stuff, some of it's sealed, some security stuff. It's all vintage. just talked about some of this stuff actually in a video, how it can be worth quite a bit of money. And I was pretty excited to see it. I looked up a lot of this stuff and it just wasn't the good stuff. Wasn't the stuff I had in the video. And some of it was sealed. Of course, I checked that stuff to see if it was selling on eBay. It just really wasn't like that. What is it? Some sort of driveway alert. Here's some sort of security protector plus. I don't know if that was new, but I looked it up. Took some time to do some research, but wasn't seeing anything promising in terms of some of this vintage stuff. But that's okay because I ended up coming across another sale. And this one is one of those dream sales. You can see what I got there. Some stuff, some Goosebumps books, vintage video games, everything I love. And this guy had quite a bit of stuff. Spent some time here talking about some of the old stuff and making some deals. And well, let me show you everything I got. Just amazing finds. One of my best finds ever. So let's jump into it. It is time for me to go over this glorious haul. Got some amazing things today. I think this is going to be one of my favorite garage sale hauls, just because of one of the garage sales I stopped at and, you know, one of the items just being worth so much and so rare. But we're going to jump into it all. First, let's get the shoes and boots out of the way. We got some good ones today. Got a pair of these Justin boots. I paid $8 for these at a garage sale. I actually couldn't find this exact style when I looked up the style number, but still, that should be no problem selling those for $30, $40. Sold lots of Justin boots like that. They're in phenomenal condition. Here's something else that's in phenomenal condition. Dr. Martens steel toe boots. The lady wanted $40 for them. I asked if she'd take $30. She said yes. I know at $30, this pair will sell for enough to at least double my money, but I think I could sell them for like $80, maybe make about $50. But I saw some selling used all the way up to $115. So I'm probably going to price those about $99 because they are in almost new condition. And for $10, I picked up these Aria work boots. This is a really good style. Pre-owned, these can even sell for over $100 in better condition. Now, these are actually in really good condition. They just got the dust layer on them, which you can clean off. Use the Doc Martens shoe balsam and it'll look really nice. For $10, I should be able to sell those for like 50, 60 bucks. I'll put a little bit of work into them. We got some shoes here as well. These are new without box or tags, Nike shoes. I did pay $20 for these. The lady kept telling me they were worth $120. She was on her phone looking them up as I was looking at them. Of course, you know, they're not $120 new that I saw. It looked like, you know, with the box, there was a pair that sold for like $70, but still lots of pairs selling for like $60, $50. So there's definitely profit there. Easy to list, brand new shoes. Stopped at a little rummage sale that wasn't that good. They had some shoes I picked up though for $3. Got these Solomon shoes. They're worth about $30. They're not like a super good pair. I grabbed these because they look new. They're Apex, which isn't a very good brand. I'm pretty sure they are just new without box, right? There's some sort of fleece shoe, kind of weird. Doesn't look like they're selling that great. Maybe selling for $20. Paid $3 for them, so I'm sure I'll, you know, get my money back and make a little bit on top of that, at least $10 profit. Got these New Balance shoes. They're kind of colorful. Was hoping these would be like something rare or killer. Not really. $25, $30 max on those. And I saw this pair of Ultra shoes and I thought they were just dirty. But that's just the color scheme, I think. They got this like yellow tint and gray tint, which I thought was dirt. But they're in very good condition. I think I can sell those for about $30. So really not bad on the shoe front. So adding up all the estimated shoe profits, of course, it's going to be great. Down here on the floor, I got this tote of Playmobil stuff. Ended up getting it for $20. This has at least 3 different sets. I know the Viking set complete sell for like 60 bucks. The castle will sell for like 60 bucks. There's tons of pieces in there. I can estimate at least $100 profit in there. If the things are actually complete, I might get 200. So not a bad pickup there. And also got the couple plug and plays at that little rummage sale I stopped at. Of course, the Miss Pac-Man I've sold on Amazon quite a few times, and it ranges in price. Just depends on who's selling them time of year, but anywhere from $25 to $45 I've sold them for. I don't know why I bought the little Genesis handheld. Just because I can't pass it up at $1. It's not worth much. I've bought them before. I don't even know if they sell for $15 free shipping on eBay, to be honest. But if you sell plug and plays and you kind of lot some together, like 3 or 4, it makes it worthwhile selling them, at least the low-end ones. So I'll probably wait and talk about everything I got at the really good yard sale at the end. Yeah, you can already see the t-shirts over there and probably some of this stuff. And if you're familiar with one of the items that is on this table, you're probably freaking out already because it is quite rare. The back here, I got this spider wire fishing tackle bag. This one looks like it's selling for $25 to $35 on eBay when I looked it up. At the rummage sale, I picked up some hats. It was very disappointing. There was a tote with probably at least 100 hats, like one of those big, massive totes that you can buy. I thought I was going to score. I didn't see any hat resellers there or anything. I was the only one looking through them. Nothing great, unfortunately. This John Deere hat's pretty old, but it's not a great one, maybe $25. Then it's got some Honda hats and a Pacers hat, Reebok, which isn't great, another Honda hat, Indiana State hat, the game. I think this one could actually sell for like 20 bucks maybe, so it's not a terrible, they're only a quarter a piece, so I just grabbed some random ones, but I think there's at least $25 profit there in hats. But this was kind of surprising. I saw this at a garage sale and I decided just to look it up real quick. And as soon as I saw that they were selling for around $100, it was just an instant pickup. This one says new, never used. I don't know if it's actually new, never used. You never know with garage sales, but even used, you know, it's like 70 bucks, 75 bucks. I'll probably try to sell it for right around $100. Slender Tone System Abs. Right here, I got this brand new compact vintage mouse. This is at the rummage sale. It was only $1. I just grabbed it just in case it was something that was desirable. Sometimes there are. There's only one person selling it on eBay for like 30 bucks. I'll probably price mine like $20. Somebody will probably come along and buy it at some point. New old stock computer stuff can be pretty desirable by people who, you know, want to build the old systems. Also got these vintage Halloween cardboard cutout decorations. Different ones. I think I paid like $4 for all of them. I'm just gonna lot them up for like 20 bucks or something like that. Got this camera, which at the rummage sale, it was so dark I couldn't really see what brand it was. And I just saw it was 25 cents. And like, well, that's going in the bag. I don't care. It's not a great one. I was hoping it was like Minolta, Pentax, something like that, right? It's nice and heavy. It feels like it would be one, but it's still like a $20 camera. So at 25 cents, I'm going to make money on it. It's not going to be a fast seller. I also picked this up for $1. This is just a Sony CD Walkman. This is a pretty good one. Should sell for around $30 if it's working. Got these axe heads. These were free. I don't know exactly what they're going to sell for. There's one in there that's a Craftsman that's marked. I Google lensed it just for the shape. I didn't see a number on it or anything. Some of the Craftsman axe heads were selling upwards to like $150 that look like mine. I don't know if it is. I think they have different ways they're made, different ways the metal looks. I'll have to do a bit more research. But what I'm probably going to do is just auction these. And whatever they sell for, I'm happy with because, you know, I didn't pay anything for them. Got this Wilson baseball glove. Ended up paying $5 for it, but it's a pretty good one. It does have a bit more wear than I would like, but a lot of people like to buy these broken in, so it's not a big deal. I think around $25, $30 is what I'll be selling that for. So let's get into some of this cool stuff I have on the table. Now, I went to a sale that had tons of vintage, cool retro stuff, my kind of thing, and I knew before going to the sale, because I've been to it before, that the prices are high. They're lower than eBay usually, but not by much. So it's hard to find stuff to make money on, which actually I think I did get some good deals there. But then there was another sale after that, which was kind of the dream sale, right? At least for me anyway, where you drive up at a country sale you didn't know existed just because you're driving by it. And you go up there and you just find all kinds of incredible things. And it's been a long time since I had a sale like that. And I had a friend with me, and I was just talking about how I needed to find a sale like that because it's been so long. Like, you go to hundreds and hundreds of sales before you find a sale like the one I went to. But let's talk about this stuff. I got this 1990 Nintendo Power calendar, and it was $20. It does look like it's selling for like $50 in good condition, which this one is. I haven't even looked through it yet. I think I'm going to restrain from looking through it. I kind of want to just change it every month and hang it on my wall and just kind of be surprised. But we'll look at one. And of course, it's Zelda, which is incredible for March. Look at that. That's so cool. At least for someone like me who grew up with Nintendo and loves finding stuff like this. I also got spoiled. I see Punch Out on there. I wonder what month that is, but really cool. That's just going to go up with the collection in the workroom. on the wall somewhere, but there is, profit in it to sell it. And at some point I might sell it after I've used it for a year or whatever and seen everything. I don't know. So also at that sale, I got some stickers, and these are only $1. The scratch and sniff stickers from 83 Bananas. I've had scratch and sniff stickers in videos before. I talked about how some of them can be worth hundreds of dollars. I can't find these exact ones anywhere, but some similar puffy banana scratch and sniff stickers were selling for at least $30 like this, so that's what I'll estimate these at for now. And then I paid $5 for these Garbage Pail Kids stickers. Just talking about Garbage Pail Kids stuff in a video. I was pretty sure these weren't worth a lot of money, so I didn't really want to pay $5 for them, but I kind of just wanted to have them. I think that this page is probably worth like $10 on eBay. Pretty good value in those stickers. And then we got this thing, which I just bought instantly because this is something that I remember from my childhood, and I hadn't even thought about it probably since I was a kid. And that's these like Milton Bradley things. I think there's like a Piranha Plant one I had or something. I like these little weird wind-up toy games. I paid $10 for it. I bought this to go on the shelf. Again, I think it does, if it's complete, will sell for like $30 or $40. So it's a pretty good deal regardless. Got these He-Man books for, well, I don't know actually what I got all this stuff for, because I took it all up to the front and I'm like, can you give me a deal on this? He said, yeah, I kind of added it up and reduced it. I don't know how much he reduced it. I haven't even figured it up, but I got it less overall from what I'm showing you in these prices. But we got these He-Man books, vintage, $3 a piece. So I probably got them for something like, $2 a piece, something like that. There's some profit locking these up and selling them. But again, I just had to buy them because they were cool. I do remember though, all this stuff I'm showing you from the sale, I paid $85 for all of it, so that was the total. I got this Speak and Math Texas Instruments thing in a box. It was only $6, of course, in the box. I'm going to buy it. The ones with the raised buttons do better. I sold, I think it was a Speak and Spell. I sold recently for like $60 with the raised buttons. This one, though, still should sell for at least $30 with the box. If it had all the paperwork, it would probably be $50. So I'll probably sell that, make some profit. Finishing off what was at the sale, I got these Wuzzles, right? Is that what it is? It doesn't sound like right when I say it. These were $10 a piece, but again, I got them cheaper than that just by lotting everything together. They sell for like $20, $25 a piece, so there's some profit on those. I also got this Hulk Hogan, before I forget, for $3. He's probably worth like $15, $20, but he's just in really good condition, so at $3, had to pick that up. Was kind of surprised this hat was only a quarter. Mighty Ducks hat. This isn't a phenomenal Mighty Ducks hat by any means, because the graphics aren't as exciting. Some of these, will sell for $500 if the design's good, like they're a splash design or all over print type thing. I think the last one I sold, I got at a garage sale for a quarter also, and I ended up selling it for $40. This one will sell for $30, $40, I think. I was looking it up on eBay. I couldn't find this exact design, but I didn't really look that hard, but I'll probably start it at $40. Got that vintage Turtles pillowcase for $1. Of course I'm picking that up, and of course I'm going to put a pillow in it, put it on my bed, because who cares, right? A man in his 40s with a old Turtles pillowcase. That will sell for about $20 though, so paying $1, there's profit in selling it. So let's talk about what I got at the final sale. And this was incredible. I got there and the first thing I saw were these Goosebumps books. I said, how much for the books? He said $15. I said, I'll take them. I recently sold some Goosebumps books like this. Sold for $100. I think there's 42 there. Those are in great condition. They'll easily sell for at least $100 plus shipping. I find a tote and I start looking through some figures. I find a couple of Ghostbusters figures and I throw them in the Goosebumps books. I'm like, I'm going to take these too. And he's like, I got a bunch of Ninja Turtles stuff. And I said, oh, where? So he took me over to another tote and it was filled with all this Ninja Turtle stuff. He wanted to keep the tote, so I don't have that. And like the Turtles sewer layer playset. And he said $30 for all of it. And I'm like, I'll take it. And of course, when you start seeing the vintage stuff, the Goosebumps book, Ghostbusters, Turtles, I instantly think about video games. So I say, are you selling any video games from the time period? He says, yes, I have an Atari, a Sega 32X, a GameCube, a Nintendo. So he goes over to a table and starts pulling out all these boxes and totes that was under it. And there was a very old beat up Nintendo, so like a GameCube that wasn't in great condition, a Genesis that was missing the power supply with a 32X, and then some games. There was no GameCube games, but he ended up pulling out some Nintendo games, and Well, I saw this and instantly was like, oh my goodness, I know that's a good game. We got some other games here. We got Disney's Adventure, and these are all in pretty good condition. You got a Castlevania with the manual. That's like $35 probably with the manual. You got Turtles 3 Manhattan Project. That's like at least $30. Tecmo Super Bowl's like a $20 game. Turtles and Turtles Arcade, you know, like $10 a piece, nothing special. Days of Thunder, the same, and then you got Rambo over there. But this game, I found it loose before years ago in a Nintendo lot. I think I paid like $8 for. And back then, it was a $50, $60 game. It was a rare one. So when I saw it in the box here, I thought, well, this has to be like $150, maybe $200 at least, if it's complete. So I don't even look it up until I get home, but when I start looking, I saw one with the manual and box sell for $600, the last one. When you start doing research in the past 3 years, there's supposed to be a poster in the box, and you know, it's got the piece of foam in there, the styrofoam, and the registration card and stuff like that, and I think a little advertisement paper. This has everything, and it is 100% complete. The box is still in pretty good condition. The last one that sold like that was for $800. And currently listed, I can't even remember now. I think there's one listed for $1,000 and there's one listed for like $1,800. And I'm thinking they didn't even have the poster and stuff with it. So of course there's one graded, I think sold for like $2,800 or something. Of course this isn't in good enough condition to ever have graded or anything like that. But this is one of those things that I would put on eBay for no less than $1,000. The game is desirable enough, but the box and manual and everything in this condition, the paperwork, the poster, just super, super rare, right? And the problem is when you find something like this, at least for me, I collect Nintendo games. I'm a little bit passionate about them, so I don't even know if I'm going to be able to sell this. It may just go in the collection, right? First Nintendo game in the box I've found in years to actually be worthy enough to put in some of my plastic protection that I bought to put them in years ago. But yes, I'm probably going to end up listing that higher on eBay, maybe put it on there for $1,200, the kind of the price I don't want it to sell at, or maybe even $1,500, the price I don't want it to sell at, just so I can keep it for a while. But if I'm to add up the stack of Nintendo games here, it's going to be some great profit. And the other video game stuff, my friend ended up getting paid up a little bit for it, but there's also a sealed Sega Genesis wrestling game in there, the WrestleMania arcade game, and that's worth sealed probably $300-400, I would imagine. It was kind of lucky, I think, because he had looked up like the Sega and some of that stuff and wanted a higher price for it, and he was saying he hadn't looked up any Nintendo games. And I just told him, you know, just tell me what you want for them, and he said $5 a piece, so I said, yeah, I'll take them all for $5 a piece. Had a lot of wrestling stuff, a lot of wrestling figures. One of them he looked up on eBay, said it was worth $200. I asked him if I could look it up. He said sure, and you know, it was selling for like $30. There was some listed for $200. It's just a lot of people don't know how to do proper research on eBay, check the solds and stuff. So all the wrestling figures that were new in package, just not worth, you know, trying to buy, because he had an idea that they were worth more than what they were. And I didn't know that this game was going to be worth that much. I was pretty shocked when I actually looked it up and saw how much it went up in value since the last time I paid attention to it. You know, it didn't go bad from there. He had another box that was shut under a shelf, and he said he had some old wrestling shirts. Asked if I'd be interested. I said yes. He pulled them out, started pulling out some great stuff. Stone Cold Steve Austin shirt here. All these are in pretty good condition. Now, he said he didn't wear them. He just had them hanging up in his room when he was a kid, but I think they have been worn, at least some of them. Here's one here. It's got the, you know, rattlesnake on it. You got the original Stone Cold jersey from '98 in great condition. And then I got this Rock t-shirt here. Oh, there's another Stone Cold t-shirt as well. So 4 of them here. Now these range in value. Actually my friend took, I think, 3 of the t-shirts. One of them was a Celebrity Deathmatch Stone Cold shirt, which is worth like close to $300 by itself. I saw some comps. This jersey sold for $150 in good condition. Some like $100, some like $80. Some of these shirts, again, at $80 a piece, but many of them, well, not many, there's a couple that I saw sell for like $125. This first one here is actually pretty rare. He only wanted $2 a piece for them, so I didn't even really look at him when he said that. I'm just like, wrestling shirt, $2, I'll take this, I'll take this, I'll take this. I think there's at least $400 profit there in the end for only paying $2 a piece. And I bet this video is going to be a long one. I apologize for it. I try to not ramble too much, but I'm pretty passionate about this stuff. I have to tell the stories. But if I get down here, we'll look at some of this turtle stuff. There's some Power Rangers stuff mixed in here as well. Most of it is vintage. I don't know if the micro figures are in there somewhere, but the micro figures with this is worth quite a bit of money. I mean, the little micro figure Krang is worth like $50 by itself. Some of this stuff I Google lens real quick. There is some pieces that were worth like 20 bucks. Some of the figures are worth like 15. I won't go through all of this stuff right now. The video is way too long, but you can definitely estimate at least $200 profit in this Ninja Turtle stuff. Most of the Turtles layer is here and looks to be in good condition. Like that piece there that shoots the plungers or whatever. I mean, that sells for $20, $25 with the darts, and it has the darts. So almost pays for the whole Ninja Turtles lot here. Unfortunately, no $1,000 scratch figure, no $800. Whatever the Dalmatian figure is, or the giraffe that's worth like 600 or whatever. At least I didn't see it like digging through it. Hopefully I missed it and I get a pleasant surprise later. But yeah, there it is, everybody. That is my incredible haul. That garage sale is going to go down definitely in the top 3 garage sales I've ever been to in my life. When I was walking up to that garage sale, you know, in my head, it's just like just another garage sale. I've just been to like 20 or 30 the same day. And you walk up, you just see kids' clothes, the same old kind of junk, and then you find exactly what you, I guess, dream of finding, right? A holy grail Nintendo game in box. But that's going to do it for the video, everybody. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, hit the like button for me. You can find me on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok, flipping_junk. And this has been Wick. Till next time.